Think of everything as easy. And so it is. One day, not too long from now, in the direction of the recent past, I was candle scrying, and I laid mine eyes on the cosmic egg, wrapped head to toe, tip to tail, in an undulating serpent. It glowed and shrank into the distance. It then turned into the eye of a great fire dragon, and then a dragon of two halves, one half light and one half dark, split equally down the center, a middle path. Their eyes were staring up at me from below, and I felt a pull in my heart, then in my throat. A strong pull yanking from out my body, as if a rope was tied to my spine, pulling me ever forwards towards the great fire coming from the fire dragon. Think of everything as easy, and so it is. I've died before. I die every day. That's not special. The little snake must be destroyed in order to make room for the bigger snake. Transformation, shedding, constriction to freedom, finding your feet, taking the steps. The living moment, that's what's special. The sliver of space-time that holds us tightly forever and all eternity. Thank you with my whole heart for sharing this all too precious present moment with me, with us. September's been a bit of a weird month. My rune for the majority of the month has been Iwa's freedom movement. That mirrors quite accurately the weirdness I've felt in my own skin. Day trips kind of helped. A lot of the goal last month was just to kind of get out and about a little bit. Trip to the beach, trip to the cafe, trip here, trip there. But it hasn't quite shaken the weird discomfort in my own skin, my own body, and my own life I've kind of been having to get used to. And I'm all too familiar with that wanting to escape everything feeling. It's definitely something I've held close to me the majority of my life. The tinglies, this weird itch you just can't scratch for a new perspective, a new view, a new encounter, a new relationship with anything. But alas, I find myself here still, in the place I always am. The beauty of the season is really starting to show. And finally, I am starting to feel a little bit more comfort and assurance that this is indeed where I am, and that where I am is indeed good for this particular present moment. So with that thought firmly wedged in my mind, making its way down into my heart, I decided it was time to turn the perspective inwards, focus a little bit more on what I have going on here, taking the time to care, nurture, and look after that which is here and now and around me and present. Which meant the mountain of work that was the shed renovation. I needed to figure out a way to finish, to button up, to just have it be over so I could move on from it. Because it's been like 3 years of thinking about it as an incomplete project. And it was about time that I took matters into my very own capable hands. So after about 4 hours of cleaning, tidying, and organizing, we're just about there. So I finally got a little bit tired of waiting for the benches to be built in the shed, and I just thought, you know what, I'm just gonna make do with what we've got. So I think it's finally time I'm gonna move the decks and like the basket of stuff I've got set aside for use with in the shed. You're gonna put it in, I'm gonna show you the progress and let you know what it looks like in there, because guys, it's so cozy. Oh, I just want to nap in there all the time. It's fantastic. So let's go. I love it so much. I like ultimately the bench slash the bed thing will be raised off the ground like a couple feet, so it's more of like a seating height, but now it's like cozy floor crash pad kind of situation, which I enjoy for now. Like ideally there'll be more storage underneath it, which is the ultimate goal, but for now it's fine. It's usable, it's cozy. The bench has got irons drying on it and curing. I'm gonna put that little extra heater that I've got in that corner there, so I'll have a little something to put my coffee on, stack some decks on, maybe a little plant and then it'll double as a heater in as it gets cooler in the fall. But I should have done this ages ago. Just clean it out, make it useful for now. This is just a like a fold out party table that we had around, so covered in a bed sheet. Like it's nothing fancy, but it will work and I just love it. And the orchard is at the window to be enjoyed. You can look out this window, see how the veggies are doing. Yes, so I gotta set up the stuff to make it fine. quite warm in here. I had to remove the sweater. Even with the windows open, it gets quite warm, which I will enjoy now because a couple of months I will not be saying that. It'll be awfully chilly in here, but in a perfect world, I have a little potbelly stove in that corner. I don't think that's gonna happen. Just lack of chimney, but who knows? Maybe a little one outside would be fun. But anyway, this is just one of those little annoying things that I've been meaning to do for so long and just never did, and now I can, to, you know, make it usable in here, and I just love it. I've got my little basket of fun goodies. I've realized I do still need a little something to shove some incense in, so incense burner, I've got a couple of decks, candles. I'll bring some books down. This is where I'm going to come hide. It's gonna be so nice. So, and it's like, especially with all of the windows in this little building, which I don't know if I've mentioned, Chris actually built this. Chris and I helped quite a bit actually, but shouldn't give him all the credit, but he did most of it. But yeah, we built this from scratch. We started in 2020. It was a COVID project, and it's only just 3 years later getting like the buttons wrapped up on it. But the floor is made out of cedar from the woods here. The walls are poplar from the trees that were cut down in my parents' backyard. So it's like a whole, you know, spirit of place type of project. And a lot of blood, sweat, and tears went into it. So I'm just really excited to be able to like use it as intended now. So next spring will be the real test, what I actually use it for. Its namesake for potting shed, even though everybody calls it a she shed because it looks nice. But I'm really excited to put some shelves up so I can, you know, start utilizing the space upwards, and then we'll get the bench sorted so I can have some space under that. But for now, it'll just be a fun place to come hide, which I love. There's a lock on the door, no one will bug me. It'll be great. But yeah, so love it. Oh, what I was also talking about too is with the doors and windows being so big, you feel like you're outside and inside at the same time. It's like a transitional space between indoors and outdoors, which is kind of what I was looking for because our house does feel a little bit more closed in. The windows are, you know, the windows, and there's a bunch of big trees around it. So in here I can be inside and outside at the same time, and it's wonderful. So yeah, I think I'm gonna have a nap now. Maybe pull some cards. Possibilities are endless. This is not my first rodeo. Flower pot full of dirt. Look at this. Incense burner. Bloody brilliant.